One of the things that used to happen to me all the time was I'd be falling asleep at night and I'd get this jolt of electricity running through my body. Something that pained me, some fear, something I forgot to do, some thought about somebody, or maybe it would happen in the morning when I was just coming to consciousness, and then I'd be filled with that adrenaline and that electric shock of judgment and pain and fear, and it used to happen on a very regular basis. And one of the things I'm so grateful for is I don't get that anymore. I do not get that anymore. That is relief from fear. When you don't have that shock of electricity going through you on a regular basis because you forgot something, or because you had a sudden realization of something that's really frightening. And I am so grateful to not live in that kind of fear anymore. And you know, when it used to happen to me all the time, I didn't know what the cause of it was. And of course, you can't eliminate something that you don't know what the cause of it is. Had I known that it really was about my own judgments and opinions, my condemnation, and that I could actually relieve all of that through having a prayerful life and a prayerful practice, if somebody had really told me that, which nobody did, I would have changed my life. I would have made my life quite different. Fortunately, I did figure it out. Prayer was answered, and my prayer work really did pay off for me, and it really did help me to change my life. I'm so deeply grateful for that. So that's why prayer is an important part of my Finding Freedom program and all my programs. And that's one of the things that people tell me all the time. They say, thank you for teaching me how to pray effectively. Now I have a prayerful practice. Because a lot of people who are raised either with a religion or without, they still don't have any real understanding of prayer and using prayer. And I'll tell you a secret. I've worked with a number of people who are ministers and very deeply spiritual people who don't have a solid spiritual practice. They really don't. They wing it with their spiritual practice, and they're a bit ashamed of that, so they never talk about it. But for me, one of the things that's so important is just what you see is what you get. That I am the same all the time. Really, I am. Sometimes I'm irritable, sometimes I'm frustrated, sometimes I'm peaceful, but I am not ashamed. And for anyone to see how I live my life, or the choices that I make, or what I really feel and say when the camera's not on, when nobody's watching me. If anyone was watching me at any point in my life, I would feel okay about it, because that's how I live my life. I live my life in the way that makes me happy, so I don't ever have to be ashamed. And I love that. It's simple things like that that change our life, and then we wake up peacefully, we go to bed peacefully, and it's good stuff. It's really good stuff. And I'd love to share that with you. So, check it out. Finding Freedom may be for you. If it is, trust your gut. You're going to know it. Mwah!